Hello, I'm Rosamund Pike and welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
Welcome to the show, and hello to our virtual studio audience there. Hello, everybody. Oh, there they go. All nice and cosy at home. Just think yourselves lucky you're not this man skating on a frozen canal in Amsterdam. Here it goes. Oh, it's always going so well. I love my body. I'm so cool. I'm so... What's Dutch for tosser? OK, so who have we got in our nice, warm studio tonight? Why, it's only comedian and presenter Judi, love everybody! Welsh rugby legend turned best-selling author Gareth Thomas! Top celebrity chef, now quiz show host Gordon Ramsay! Joining us later, we'll have the Oscar-nominated star of Gone Girl, Rosamund Pike! Plus, the star of Downton Abbey, W1A and Paddington, Hugh Bonneville will be dropping by. Plus, we'll also have live music right here in the studio from Ella Henderson and Tom Grennan. Yeah! Woo! Nice. Live music. Live music. You'll hear live music. I know. It's a treat. Welcome all. Lovely to see you. Gordon, first time for you guys, but you've been here a few times.
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's so nice to be back. Thank you.
Not for a while, though.
I know. Been busy.
You have, haven't you? Yeah, well, not that busy, but of late. We'll talk about it later. And Judi, it's lovely to have you here.
Great being here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just fanning out right now. I mean, I used to watch the show. Not used to. I still do now. You know, just keep it going.
Even this week.
Even this, definitely this week. I just watch it all the time. So being here, I'm just beyond excited. And obviously, the little crush thing next door.
Oh, the Mr. Ramsay. Mr. Ramsay. Because you do watch Mr. Ramsay's shows.
Of course. Me and the kids are always going online as well and trying to find recipes and following how he cooks. So really inspired by your food. And he's just so rude, and I think it's great.
Because Gareth Thomas, I feel you took the gentle road in terms of cooking competitions. You did the celebrity best home cook with Mary Berry, who's never shouted at anybody.
No.
So was that just a lovely experience?
I tell you what, there's not many people on this planet who can say that they've popped Mary Berry's cherry. Yes.
I hope somebody can.
Not many people on this planet.
Not many. Yeah, not hundreds.
And my signature dish, because I don't have a signature dish, because I don't cook something often enough to have, like, a signature dish.
Well, a Welsh classic, you must have a Welsh classic.
Yeah, so that's what I went for. So I went
Welsh
for
rarebit.
a Glamorgan sausage.
A Glamorgan... What is a Glamorgan sausage?
A Glamorgan sausage. So basically, a Glamorgan sausage is no meat. It's kind of a vegetarian sausage.
You can't call that a sausage, Gareth.
Well, honestly, it's called a Glamorgan sausage, and I'd say the history of a Glamorgan sausage is back in World War II. This is really boring now.
The Zoom audience are walking away. They're putting the kettle on.
There was no meat.
The vegans have woken up.
There was no meat, so they tried to make the best of ingredients they had. So a Glamorgan sausage, the reason it's called a Glamorgan sausage, because the cheese is supposed to come from a Glamorgan bull. Anyway, I took this as my signature dish because it's a Welsh dish to make for Mary Berry. And when she tasted it, she admitted that she's never heard of or tasted a Glamorgan sausage in her entire life. So I officially popped her cherry.
And did she like your sausage?
She gave me a star.
A star?
And the week after I got voted out, because genuinely, it was the only thing that I could cook. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with a Mary Berry star, so...
And, Gordon, lockdown's been difficult for lots of people, but the restaurant industry, my God, it's been sort of, decimated.
Yeah, devastating. God, when you think of, breaking bread and having fun in a restaurant, the atmosphere and seeing friends and family, it's just, tragic not to have that. December, we cancelled 22,500 reservations. Ooh. And so...
Because we thought, you thought you were back.
We were back, and literally December for any restaurateur, any pub, any landlady is the most profitable, the most important month. That gets you through the quiet January, February, Marches. So, yeah, unprecedented. But, I've always been very optimistic. We sort of recreate, research and develop new ideas, and so when we come out of this lockdown, we'll open up as new restaurants. And, I mean, you're sort of I've never, ever had this amount of time in my life just to sit and, you know, at home, it's amazing. That's even turned into like it's almost like a restaurant where no one goes home because you're just cooking breakfast, lunch and dinner, breakfast, lunch and dinner.
You want more, OK.
And so, yeah, it's tough, but we're going to come out of this.
And one of the good things in lockdown is people have been able to send you pictures of their cooking. And basically, they send Gordon pictures of their cooking in the hopes that he'll sort of online shout at them. So, for instance, here's an example. Someone said, pretty sure this is the best poached egg and a noodle soup you'll see all day. Gordon replied, looks like toxic scum in a stagnant pool. They punched the air when they got that. Well, anyway, some of our virtual audience, what they've done is they've sent us pictures of their latest kitchen creations. So, Gordon, we'd like you to give them just a little verbal one-liner.
Graham.
But be as cruel as you like, because that's what they want. That's what they want. OK, first name is Paula Booth. Where's Paula? Is she going to zoom out to us? Oh, there's Paula. Lovely. This is what Paula's made. Paula made haggis nachos.
Haggis nachos, come on. You've managed to piss off the Mexicans and the Scots in one dish. What the hell?
Congratulations, Paula. Well done. Rachel Tyndall. Let's see if we can find Rachel Tyndall. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
She's busy booking minicabs, but quickly, let's do this. She's baked a Victoria sponge.
Victoria sponge. No, Rach, I can see two puddings there. There's a Victoria sponge and a large spotted dick.
You were tempting fate with that. Well done, Victoria. OK, who's up next? Inga Linklater. Where's Inga? Oh, hello, Inga.
Hi, Inga.
Inga, it says here, has created a baked Alaska. See what you think, Gordon.
Inga, baked Alaska, no. It's like you've cremated it. The saving grace is it looks like there's a wreath there, so ashes to ashes, egg whites to egg whites, you donut.
Congratulations, well done. And finally, Herman Steenstein. Oh, there you are. Hi. Wow. Are you in South Africa now?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. And you've created a sausage braai, the traditional South African sausage braai. There you go. Feast your eyes on that, Gordon.
No offence, but it looks like you just curled one out on a plate. Flush it down the toilet.
I'm sure it was delicious. I'm sure it was delicious. Good night. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Boy.
Oh, my God.
Because talking of your other shows, I think it was an American Kitchen Nightmares where they claimed their toaster didn't work. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I was in Louisiana and I was undercover as a band member and I kept on saying to the team, because we've got all the surveillance, and so I know how bad it is. I just said, play it safe, stick to a Caesar salad and ask for some toast. And so this toast came, but the smell was really weird. And I went over to the toaster, turned it upside down, and out came a frazzled frickin' mouse. Oh. So I said to the front of the house, I said, can you smell that singed hair? Oh, we don't use that side of the toaster. You know the mouse is in there. The toaster this side is broke. Seriously? Yeah, grim. Yeah, really grim.
Because Judi loves... Sometimes I know you watch Theo and you worry for him.
I do worry for him, but I think, what makes me feel like, yeah, you know what, he's the Don, is like when I saw him go into a West Indian restaurant and told the woman off about her jerk. I was like, if you can go into a West Indian restaurant and confront an old-school granny, a Jamaican granny, like, you're a Don, you're part of the family, OK? You can come to the christenings and things, you know what I'm saying?
OK, Gordon Ramsay. He's turned quiz show host for Bank Balance. It's stripped across weeknights on BBC One starting next Wednesday at 9 o'clock every night. And this is the sort of first big money BBC quiz show for years. So how does it work? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was developed in lockdown. This time a year ago, and it was, a great shame when everything shut down, and so we got the team on Zooms, and how do we get this thing into a real-life sort of game? So we developed, and then zoomed. And the team was spread out all over the country. I was in Cornwall with my beloved neighbours, and
Hi, Gordon!
we got this amazing, exciting game to a place where it was high pressurised, balancing gold bars, answering questions, within 60 seconds and stacking these incredible gold bars on this amazing board. And the objective, of course, is to beat the board. So
is it kind of half physical, half mental as a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, obviously on the back of the COVID rules as well, and obviously, you know, we had to sort of stay within those bubbles, and so there were sort of tough measures filming that last December. And so you've got to answer the questions and stack within 60 seconds. Choose your topic, and then whether it's a £25,000 stack, £16,000, 12 or 9, but it's really exciting.
And how much can you win?
100 grand. 100 grand. Yeah, no, it's big.
And is it all filmed already?
Yeah, we literally just finished. And the set was just incredible because the design team were just spectacular. It's like this amazing Volt-stroke spaceship when you walk in, it's all gilded and it's intimidating. And then you've got me answering the questions.
OK, here's a taste of what to expect.
I need 2 characters who appear in all 12 episodes of Fawlty Towers. Your time starts now.
My days.
Wait, you know what, yeah? What's the... Oh, it's the Mexican guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
No.
Who's the faulty? What's it named after? Someone faulty?
Mr. Fawlty.
Are you sure?
That's what the
What?
guy calls him.
Mr. Faulty. Okay, but what's the...
I don't know his
Neville?
first... No. What's the... No, what's the Mexican...
I don't
No,
know.
I'm telling you, yeah? No, chill. There's a Mexican guy, yeah? He wears moustache, he wears a hat. Oh, my gosh, what's his name?
Mr. Faulty, say something!
All right, Mr. Fawlty. I think it's going to be...
Is that right?
I told you, man. I shouldn't have done that.
Can't accept Mr. Fawlty.
John, I'm going to be pissed as well because when that Mexican guy's name comes
You
up...
wasn't
I'm gonna
saying
be pissed
anything.
off.
Toby, can I tell you something? He's not from Mexico.
Oh, is he
He's
from-
from Spain.
Gordon New Quiz Bank Balance starts next Wednesday on BBC One at 9 o'clock. Right, time to meet our first virtual guest. She's the star of Gone Girl, A Private War, and the new comedy thriller I Care a Lot. It's Rosamund Pike, everybody! Yay! Hello, Rosamund Pike. How are you?
I wish I was with you. It's very surreal. It's very surreal, being sort of knowing that I'm about to appear on the screen behind you, and also quite creepy, I would say.
Well, now, when we have people on Zoom, I say, where are you? And normally it's, oh, LA or New York or something. But you have an interesting, unusual answer. Where in the world is Rosamund Pike?
She is in snowy Central Europe. Any guesses from our studio contestants as to which capital city
I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
in?
which shed, which Central European shed you've found.
No, I'm in Prague.
Oh, OK.
yeah.
So you and your husband and your kids, you're all there, and you've been learning a language, is this right?
Well, yeah. I have been trying. Well, I've got my kids homeschooling me because my kids speak Mandarin, and I don't. And they grew up bilingual, really, because my partner thought that if he was going to have kids more kids, he had 4 already. He thought it might be exciting to talk to them in a language he didn't already know. So he taught himself Chinese from the ground up in a very sort of, well, you could call it brilliant, or you could call it, really stubborn, or you could call it a kind of desire for single parenting, because, he's basically talking to them in a language that I don't understand. So I thought that maybe lockdown was an opportunity for me to catch up. And so that's been. I should really be learning Czech. I am aware of the irony of living in the Czech Republic and learning Chinese.
Can you give us some Mandarin?
Well, there's this thing that my kids. I said I think Graham might want to hear something in Chinese. I said, what do you think I should say? And they said, 脱裤子放屁. And I said, oh, right, great, that's great. What does that mean? And they said, that's the act of taking your trousers off to fart.
Oh, wow.
And I said, well, that's perfect.
You've got to love any nation, any people that have a verb for that.
And they said, so that can be lobbed at, someone who's, maybe for you, Gordon, if you put in a sort of ingredient that's unnecessary, or you just, you go through a stage in a recipe that's just a bit too far, that would be like taking your trousers off to fart.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's like butter on bacon, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could teach. Well, I should have got them to teach you, really. Anyway, I think that's a useful phrase. If you're going to know one thing in Chinese, that's not bad.
Yeah. Rosamund Pike, you're here to tell us about your latest film, I Care a Lot. And this is a thriller, it's got a dark comedy element, but the most I think the most astonishing thing is it's apparently based on a true story, which is terrifying.
I Care a Lot shows you why it's particularly dangerous right now to be an elderly person in the United States, because you are at, well, I wouldn't say a high risk, but there is a potential threat of a very unscrupulous scam artist who poses as a legal guardian who could take over your life in certain states, and the court can appoint you a legal guardian without you actually being present in the court. And the legal guardian then has control over your care, either at home or, in the case of my character in this film, she moves her new charge into a care facility, charging herself commission at the same time, and then starts to sell their assets out from underneath them. I mean, it's a terrifying story.
Well, we've got a clip. This is you dealing with a lady that you've just become the guardian of, played by Diane Wiest. Here it is.
They have all your medical details here, all your prescriptions. You don't have to worry. They'll take care of all of it. Now, if you need me at any time, night or day, you just ask, okay? You have a cell phone? Unlock it. I'll store my number. If you need to make a call, you just ask, okay? Now, Miss Peterson, I want to say I'm honored to be your guardian. And remember, I'm on your side. I'm here to help.
And that is how you slowly take someone's freedom away bit by bit.
Wow. And we should say, Rosamund Pike, you are Golden Globe nominated for your performance in this film.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was. I mean, she is a dastardly character, but I promise you that it's fun to watch. And I've been nominated in the comedy category, so it is an excuse to laugh, even though it is a very disturbing subject matter. So how do you feel about that? I don't know, but that's what.
Well, I really enjoyed it, and lovely to talk to you. Rosamund's film, I Care a Lot, is available on Amazon Prime Video now. Thanks for joining us. Rosamund Pike, everybody! I mean, I didn't want to dwell on how shed-like that was, but...
I mean, I was waiting for her to say...
Hold up today's newspaper. OK, we turn to Gareth Thomas. Gareth Thomas's new book, It's Stronger. What is it you're fighting for? This is the follow-up to your best-selling, award-winning memoir, Proud. And it's about you, but it's sort of more than that. It's a kind of, what would you call it, like a mission statement about kind of ending stigma and discrimination, particularly in sport, I think.
Yeah, I think it's very much built around stigma, misunderstanding. The kind of narrative is around the pressure applied on me to reveal something that, even to this day, I feel I shouldn't have to, and that was the fact that I was living with HIV, and the fact that the press literally infiltrated my life and told the people closest to me. And I felt out of control. And what I decided to do was to take control, because what I realised is people wanted to tell a story about me where I had no input to that story. And I thought to myself, do you know what, if you're going to write a story about me, then I'll give you a fucking story to write.
Yeah.
And I think the story, at the start of it, goes through my story of living with HIV, but also kind of unravelling what I learned from really bad, and I mean, I don't want sympathy, but I mean really bad situations, not just for me, but especially for my parents. A reporter turning up at the door at 5 o'clock in the morning, sticking his head in the car and saying to my father, how do you feel about the fact your son has got HIV, got AIDS, is going to die, and then repeating to do it back and forth to the door. I feel not only do I have to take control of the narrative, but also I have to kind of protect them as well from it.
But what's fabulous in the book is the way that you're not crushed, you're not defeated by the blackmail, by the papers, everything. You do seize the narrative yourself.
Yeah.
You make the BBC documentary, and you do the Ironman, and I know you've done Ironman, but Gareth couldn't swim when you decided to do the Ironman.
Yeah. That's incredible. 3.8k swim
at
the start of a marathon, followed by 180k bike, then you know, an amazing, you know, marathon. And I think it's the toughest in the, I mean,
it's the toughest in the world. So 10B Ironman is the toughest one in the world because, like, Wales is not flat.
No.
And the sea is not calm.
Yeah. And
so could you not swim at all?
I believe I'm kind of, I don't know if you guys are, like, I was physically scarred from the generation of Jaws. You know, being in the sea, wherever I am in the world, I think that there's a 20-foot shark somewhere around me. So I didn't like swimming. I'm claustrophobic, so putting your head under the water is a horrible thing. And what I learned when I got in the sea to swim, they do this thing called Long Course Weekend, where you do the Ironman practice, but you do it over 3 days rather than all in one event. And it was the first time I'd ever been in the sea with more than like 5 people, and this was in the sea with 2,000 people. And you put your head under the water, and all I can imagine, right, the way you can imagine it is imagine, like, I don't know, 1,000 arms and legs in a washing machine, and your head in the middle, and you turn it on, because it's just like you can't, you lose all knowledge of where you are. And people are really polite and nice, but when you get in the sea, survival. Yeah. So people don't go around you to overtake you, they go over you. They pull your goggles off, they elbow you. Like, we have literally, like, you know, there's like 70, 80-year-old people doing it, and there's like 70 or 80-year-old women were overtaking me because I was that bad. And they were going past me and like nudging me in the face and ripping my goggles off. So, yeah, learning to swim is one thing. Yeah. Doing it in that environment, it's another level.
Gordon, where did you have the horrible swim? Was that in Hawaii, the horrible?
Hawaii, Kona. So
it sounds like a lovely place to go for a swim.
Yeah, even Kona's the Kona.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, I did it in 2013, then I went back in 2000. It was a charity for the foundation. But, you know, that swim in the morning, it's a 5:30 start. There's 2,500 athletes. It's a deep water start. There's ex-Marines, male and female, getting loaded into the water with limbs missing and swimming with one arm. It's just that amazing moment, and it's just your eyes are filling up with water, and you're just, you know, you're about to burst into tears, and then bang, you're off 3.8K swim. But I think what really struck me was the humidity in, you know, Hawaii. And when I got out the swim, it was choppy, and, you know, I swallowed lots of water, jumped on the bike, did the bike, but you've got to fuel up. Every 15, 20 minutes, you know, you've got to eat. So I just couldn't hold any food down. So I got through the bike, and then I went, right, come on, let's pull it back now on the marathon. First 5K. I remember sort of pulling over and just going down to tighten my shoelace. And next minute, I just collapsed, and I was in the back of this ambulance, and this guy was, like, sort of shaking me and like, grabbing my ear and, you know, tell me your name. I'm like, you don't know my fucking name. And then it started coming round that there's a sort of white, pasty ceiling and there's a blue light, and I collapsed,
Well,
I pushed myself.
You're really selling it. You tempted, Judi?
You know what, I kind of relate to the whole, you know, pushing yourself. You know, I've gone through that situation of, you know, doing that kind of, you know, Iron Woman thing, you know, in the gym. 5 minutes on the row machine, 5 minutes on the bike, passed out, ambulance came. So I understand.
It's an amazing thing. You cross the line.
That's what I'm saying.
And you get told that you're an Iron Man. Honestly, it's mind-blowing.
Well, I have to say, in the book, there's an amazing moment when it's the Sunday, when the HIV story's in the Sunday Mirror, you're out doing the Ironman thing, you don't know what's going on, and you come around that corner into 10B.
Yeah, so, like, with the swim, you're anonymous, just like everybody else. Nobody can see you in the water. And with the bike, you're kind of anonymous because you've got a helmet on and, you know, you're approaching an atmosphere, you're there, and then you're gone. And I got off the bike, and the night before, I revealed I was HIV positive. I had no idea, really, what was going on, apart from one moment, actually, when I passed my husband on the bike, and I chose not to read any of the messages, so I hadn't looked at social media at all. And I was trying to gauge how it was. And Stephen, like, is the most innocent person alive. Like, and I remember as I was coming down the hill on the bike, I thought, I'll get a gauge from him now, what's happening. He stood on this electric box to try and shout something at me. And as I drove past, he went, everything's okay. Jeremy Corbyn has messaged you to say it's fine. And I'm like, genuinely, I had messages off like Prince William and Prince Harry. And Stephen decided to tell me Jeremy Corbyn and said hello. So I got to the transition and I got on the marathon. And I think that's kind of the moment then when I became my most vulnerablest, like, because you're so tired and it's at a point where you can gauge reaction. And I turned the corner, come out there, turned the corner, and there's this long 300-metre straight. And I don't know how else to describe it apart from being like the world's most famous pop artist, and you walk onto a stage and there's 100,000 people and they all just shout to you. But never in my entire... Like, I've played rugby in front of like 120,000 people. I've led teams out in the biggest games I ever dreamt of doing. And never in my life have I experienced such a wave of support as when I turned that corner. Never.
Oh, I mean, amazing.
Iron Man.
It really is an inspirational read. Stronger is available from the 4th of March. And now, in terms of overcoming difficulties in life, Judi Love, I know your mantra is laughter is healing.
Yeah.
Because stand-up, I mean, I'm not to be flippant, but it did kind of help you out of a dark place in your life.
Yeah, definitely. I feel, you know, I went through a period where I was quite depressed. My mum died. I was, you know, 9 months pregnant and broke up with my kid's dad all at the same time. And it was such a dark period for me, such a dark place. And I think growing up for me in the West Indian culture, everything, no matter how bad it is, there's a little bit of comedy in there. So, you know, laughter was something at the heart of things. Even at my mum's funeral, like, laughter was the heart of it, because you just don't know who's going to turn up. Am I going to meet someone that's my new cousin, or find out that you're actually my brother? Like, we just don't know what's going to happen. And it's just like, you know, you got those old school grannies there and aunties there, and they're telling you, don't cry, dry your eye. Are you still with that dirty little boyfriend of yours? Right? And I'm grieving. Do you know what I mean? Forget anything else. And the fight for the food, you would love it. You would absolutely love it. And just the way that they just use laughter, even in the most hardest time. Like, for me, at my mum's funeral, there was like a crying competition. You know, I'm the daughter, I'm sobbing my heart out, but then there's one of the friends who would see me and be like, and then I would try to cry a little bit harder, and it would just literally be back and forth, and you'd hear one at the back. And I think one of the best things about it, you know, West Indian funeral, is the singing, the clapping, the dancing. Everybody's doing that. But meanwhile we're doing that, you know what we're thinking? What time is the food? Where is the food? Right now, that's the clapping for the food. Like, so I just found that, for me, when I look at it, laughter has always been healing. It's always brought me through.
Yeah.
You can laugh about it, we can talk about it, we can learn about it, and we can move on.
Because, yeah, as you say, comedy helped you, but you are now helping people. You're now got a dating show on TV. It's called Dating No Filter. It starts on Sky One next Thursday.
Yes.
And now, the premise, it sounds a little pervy. It's you looking at people on first dates.
Yes, you...
And they're proper first dates. I mean, they've never seen each other.
Proper. They're first dates, but to add to the mix, it's blind dates. They've not even seen each other or so on. So we get to see a little bit of them, each of them, like, you know, a couple of minutes, and see what they're like, and then we decide whether the date's going to work or not. And, I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. It's crazy. And then you see them together and you're like, oh, my gosh. The things that people do on a date, like, one of them picks the dates, and there was someone they picked, like, dancing. You know, that's quite intimate, and you're dancing up with this brother. You don't even know if he brushed his teeth that morning. Like, there's some things that you don't want to do. So it's really awkward, but it's really great to watch. I love it. I love picking out all the crap. I love telling people off and saying, you shouldn't have done that, don't give him the coochie, and all the rest of it. And it's just one of those really fun shows.
That's lovely. Do they work? The dates work?
Some of the dates do work. Some of the people, I have to say, they would probably date anybody. Because some, no, seriously, some of the dates, I'm like, no, he only wants one thing. At the end of the day, they're like, oh my God, it's the best date I've ever had. And I'm like, that's why you're single. But it's just like, wow, this is what we're dealing with. This is dating.
Listen, we've got a clip. Here's a taste of Dating No Filter.
My name is Lewis. I'm 27 years old, from Milton Keynes, and currently working as a medical recruitment consultant.
Someone doesn't like a sock.
Oh, hello. It's like looking in the mirror.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna bloody love him.
And I love nothing more than women.
You're just saying, I love the chum-chum, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Amazing. Great. Women.
All women.
So, yeah, he was greedy.
And Judi Love, so this is the studio complex where you make Loose Women.
Yes, it is. And it's nice being here. It feels like home, to be honest with you.
Well, we love Loose Women. And what's great about Loose Women is, I don't know if you watch the show, I mean, they are not afraid to tackle the big topics. I mean, you know, things that we probably wouldn't talk about here, but they just attack them head on. They go for them. I mean, big questions like, would you want your cat to talk to you?
My face says it all.
Judi seems unsure.
I'm like, well, my pussy talks to me all the time. So I don't need no more introduction.
Here's another pressing topic of the day. Would you use a see-through loo? Again, I think we have our answer. Judi has spoken. But come on, I don't think there's anyone here tonight or anyone watching who has not asked this important question. Do you cream? What were you talking about?
That was a vital, you know, as a black woman, it's like culturally.
Was that what it's about?
Yeah,
Can I just say, that's a very poor headline. You're talking about skincare, and you've come up with, do you cream?
I know, I'll speak to him about it.
Here's another slightly unfortunate one. Would you hire a clown to scare your child?
No, we just tell them who their real dad is. That would be enough.
And finally, the really big question. Should there be school trips to the Vagina Museum?
I wasn't on that day, OK?
Oh, my gosh! We'll draw a veil. Well done, the Loose Women. We salute you. Very good. Vagina Museum.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, time to meet our second virtual guest. He's the star of Downton Abbey in Paddington. Hugh Bonneville is here. Oh, wow. Good times in Hugh Bonneville land.
Oh, hello, Graham. How is it in the UK? All right.
It's OK. Where in the world is Hugh Bonneville?
I'm in my imaginary safe space, my little island. Indigo Island is a state of mind. You know, I'm just abroad enjoying life, pretending none of the real world is happening. Much easier that way, let's face it.
OK, but the police shouldn't be alarmed.
The police shouldn't be alarmed. I will come back down to the real world, shall I?
OK.
Shall I come back into the room? I'll come back. I'll come back. Here we go. I'll come back.
Where are you now?
Oh, no, sorry, that's play school. There we are. We're back. We're back in the room.
Well done, you. All right, let's talk about your film. It's a new film. It's called To Olivia. So who do you play? What is it about?
It's a story, actually, about of grief, really. It doesn't sound very chirpy to start with, but it's actually, it charts the story of Roald Dahl, the author, and his wife, Patricia Neal, in the early 1960s. They had 3 children, and the eldest, Olivia, died of measles. This was before there was a reliable vaccine for measles. So it actually charts their extraordinary journey through the pain of losing a child, which, of course, is every parent's worst nightmare. And through it, despite it all, they come out in a very positive way. And it's around the time that he publishes Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which, of course, you know, put him on the map as an author. And she went on to do a movie called HUD, she'd done a movie called HUD with Paul Newman, for which she won an Oscar. So there is a sort of sense of positivity at the end of it all, but despite this horrendous journey they had to go on.
And, of course, the great Keely Hawes plays Patricia Neal.
The great and very busy Keely Hawes, who is in everything. So it was amazing. She had time to, you know, whip in to see us and join us, and she's remarkable in the film.
Listen, we've got a clip from To Olivia. This is a slightly tipsy Roald and Patricia in the garden.
You said you'd thrown that away.
Well, I bought it again.
How would you feel,
It's just a stupid song.
No, being compared to Gary Cooper.
He's dead. And even if he wasn't, he wouldn't be stumbling around with a can of weed killer trying to keep our kids happy, would he?
No, because Cooper wouldn't leave his wife.
You're an idiot.
Oh, what was that? Was that an apology?
Best you're gonna get.
Well, I'll take it. Here, help. Where are you going? Here, help me. Come here.
Don't mind me.
so different in it, but it's hard to know what they've done to you. Is it a nose? Is there more to it? Is there more than a nose? What have they done?
Well, the hair's slightly different, as you may have noticed, and yeah, nose, boobs, everything. The complete, complete works done. But yes, it was a little slow process in makeup each morning, but that was our our nod towards Roald Dahl anyway.
Because, Gordon, because of your undercover stuff, you've done quite a lot of prosthetics.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting going undercover.
Yeah.
Especially, as a woman, which is just extraordinary because...
I think we've got a picture of you there. That's you?
Yeah, it's tough.
You look very like Susanna Constance.
Yes, Susanna's grandma. Yeah, no, it's very strange, and there was this extraordinary moment we're having lunch, and one of my boobs had fallen down. And one on here, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, not that undercover.
No,
really.
sorry, no. What a mess. Yes, it's quite freaky.
And you, I believe you got something to say thank you to Gordon Ramsay for.
Oh, well, really, it's really my son's lexicon. When he was a bit younger, sitting in the back of the car with his best mate, he was obsessed with your programs. And so, phrases like, raw fucking bass, from the mouths of babes, things like, raw stone cold langoustine, raw stone cold langoustine. I've lived with these phrases for years, and I'm very grateful to you.
I'm sorry.
It's wonderful.
And you, Bonneville, I'm sorry, I am contractually obliged to ask you, Downton Abbey, the sequel, the second movie, is that... It's happening, right?
Oh, well, it's not. We wish, we would love it to, I think. There's a great intent to do it, but a little thing called coronavirus keeps getting in the way. And I don't know, it would be super to think that sometime this year the cameras would roll, because I think a sort of, Downton-type cheery movie would be very welcome in cinemas when they reopen eventually.
Well, listen, we look forward to that if it happens to you. A pleasure, as always. To Olivia is available to watch now on Sky Cinema and Now TV. Thank you so much, you Bonneville!
Thank you. Nice to see you all.
Lovely to see you.
I don't watch Downton Abbey, but my gosh, I'm obsessed with the Bridgerton.
Oh, are you watching the Bridgerton?
Oh, I've watched it about 3 times. Absolutely love it. Oh, the sex scenes.
Reggie Jean Page was here.
I know.
Yeah.
I watched it by myself in my room with the lights out.
People in the Zoom audience are like, oh, yeah, let's try that. Don't do that. Right, before we hear tonight's musical performance, who is volunteering for the red chair tonight? Anyone at all? You like a challenge? You like a challenge, Gareth Thomas?
Let's put my glasses on.
Oh, look at it. Intellectual. OK, you'll do it.
I'll do it, yeah.
OK,
yeah, of course.
Sit tight for the minute. OK, time for music. Here performing their current single, Let's Go Home Together, it is Ella Henderson and Tom Grennan.
I've never given you a second look, but I like the way you don't give a damn. You seem like someone I could pick a fight with and dance all night with, and maybe you like me the way I am. Even though you got bad tattoos and smell like booze, I'm into you. And even though you got an attitude, baby, I'm in love. I've said a little too much, I'm a little bit drunk. Feels like I know you so well. You could be everything that I've been missing. I'm coming out of my shell, and I never do that. How do you do that? It's like I known you my whole life. So while we're a little drunk, let's go home together.
Yeah. Let's go home together. I'm never that good in a crowded room. But everything stopped when I just saw you. You seem like someone I could be myself with, no defenses. But maybe you like me the way I am. Even though you talk way too fast, I can't stop looking at your eyes. It's turn every every time you laugh, baby, I'm in love. I've said a little too much, I'm a little bit drunk. It feels like I know you so well. You could be everything that I've been missing. I'm coming out of my shell. I never do that. How did you do that? It's like I've known you my whole life. So we're a little drunk. Let's go home together. Yeah. Let's go home together. I'm a little drunk, need a little love. Hey, yeah. Could be everything that I've been missing. You could be everything to me. I'm a little drunk, need a little love. Could be everything that I've been missing. Baby, I'm in love. And I've said a little too much, I'm a little bit drunk. It feels like I know you so well. You could be everything that I've been missing. I'm coming out of my shell. I never do that. How did you do that? It's like I've known you my whole life. So we're a little drunk. Let's go home together. Oh, let's go home together. Hey. I never have given you a second look, but I like the way you don't give up.
Hey! Beautiful job! Woo! Ella Henderson, Tom Grennan and their band. Come on over, guys, do! Not yet. Okay, here you go, here you go. Now you are, now you are. Have a seat, Ella. Lovely to see you both. Hey, wasn't that gorgeous?
Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh, those big notes at the end. Whoa, we got our money's worth, didn't we?
Big time.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Beautiful. And that's the single, and that is out now.
It is.
Woohoo!
There it is. It's on the Graham Norton show.
There it is. There it is, yeah.
That's how I feel.
So, Ella, this was your song.
It
so
was,
how did
yeah.
Tom get involved?
So I've had this song for quite some time, like 4 or 5 years. Originally wrote it with James Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those songs I've always loved. It's very much a punters going song. I wanted it to be one of those, almost like a modern day Fairy Tale in New York, the Pogues.
No, that's so weird you say that. That's what I was thinking
Really?
of. When I was listening to you, that's what I was thinking of, because it's so conversational and it's real. It is kind of a drunk couple in a pub. It's beautiful.
It's very tongue-in-cheek love story, two people laying eyes on each other for the very first time. And the question is, do they or don't they? And we got the opportunity to, we did many COVID tests, shoot a video in a pub in lockdown, and I think was more excited about pulling a pint than we were about shooting the video.
So good. Just having the atmosphere and the smell of a pub was just amazing.
Yeah.
Mind you, the smell of a pub after lockdown.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but we had good fun.
And the single is going to be on your album.
Yeah.
We've got that here, and that is out...
March the 12th.
March the 12th?
Yes.
Good, you know, yeah. There. So that's on there. And you've got a tour planned as well.
I've got a tour planned. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that it goes ahead. I've just announced Ali Pali, which is in September. And obviously, the album's coming out 12th of March, so I'm just buzzing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been I was an audience here once.
Really?
Yeah, I came to watch you.
Oh, my God.
And you had Elton John on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and some girl bought me. I was like, we're going to the Graham Norton show. Sick. All right, cool.
Was that a date? Was that a date?
It was at the time. Well, I thought it was. Nothing happened. I left there and I was like, where's she going? She's gone. However, Elton John was on and loved it. And it was ledge. And now I'm sat on the red seat. Come on. I love that.
Well, you're very welcome, Tom and Ella. Thank you for that beautiful performance. Ella Henderson, Tom Grennan, everybody. Hey! OK, that is really it. Where we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair Oh, now poor Gareth. I feel like you didn't understand what you were agreeing to.
I feel like how I used to feel when I was facing the hacker. I have no idea what's about to happen. I said I'm going to get screwed.
No, because when I said to you about the red chair, you were looking at your chair thinking, but I'm in a red chair. I think Gareth's never seen the show. So apologise in advance, Gareth. We promise to get you home in one piece. You don't pay professionally anymore, doesn't matter. OK, so who's up first? Who's up first? Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie, and where are you, Sophie?
Lincoln.
Lincoln, OK. And what do you do in Lincoln?
I'm a probation service officer.
Oh, no messin'. OK, off you go with your story.
OK, so a couple of years ago, me and my childhood best friend Hannah went to Venice for a Europe city break. And we are known for being quite gormless and dopey. So we picked up this random map for like €1 that we just like found off one of the side streets and thought we'll follow it. So it didn't have any English, it just had like loads of red circles over it. So we thought, right, we'll go to the red circle, first one. So off we walked down the canals and the streets and things like that, and got to this building. Didn't really look great, not many people around, but took some pictures, and there was a public toilet there, so we thought, great, well, might as well go while we're here.
I'm sorry, Gareth. It was a map of toilets. It was a map of public toilets of Venice. Now let's just check in with Gareth. See, he's okay.
I've made a mess.
I love that you've never seen the show. OK, let's try another one.
Another one?
Oh, yeah, there's more, Gareth. Oh, yeah. Good times. Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi,
Hello.
what's your name?
My name is Marianne.
And where are you?
I'm in Portugal.
OK, in Portugal. OK, and what do you do in Portugal?
I have an Airbnb normally, but at the moment it's not really happening because of the COVID situation, so I do some translation on the internet.
OK, great.
And then I watch the Graham Norton show every evening to cheer me up.
Oh, bless you. Well, now, Gareth,
I'm a huge fan.
I'm sorry, Gareth, so I think the tip is if you hold on to the arms of the chair...
Oh, right, OK.
OK. Right. I've never had to coach anyone before, but if you hold on, you're in a safer situation.
OK, right, OK.
OK.
Can I take my teeth out?
This is properly exciting. OK, off you go with your story.
So I lived in England when I was younger. I moved to England when I was 20 years old. And after I'd been there for a year or so, I decided that it was time for me to check in with a hospital with a gynecologist for this kind of annual checkup of the female bits. Ooh. And it was an autumnal, stormy, rainy day. And I come in a bit nervous. I get in the chair with my legs up in the stirrups, feeling uncomfortable and nervous. And the doctor walks in and he says, "It's pouring out." And my face must have been wonderful. I did not know that expression. Him and the nurse together. It's the weather, it's the rain.
You can walk. Well done. Gareth's delighted.
I want to go for a meal with that woman.
Yeah.
She sounds fun.
She's fun. All right, that is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go in that red chair yourself and tell your story, you can. Just contact us via website at this very address. Please say you thanks to all of my guests tonight. Ella Henderson and Tom Grennan, Gareth Thomas, Judi Love, Hugh Bonneville, Gordon Ramsay, and Rosamund Pike. Join me next week with music from Silk City featuring Ellie Goulding, Hollywood stars Stanley Tucci and Orlando Bloom, rising British star Kingsley Ben-Adir, and Oscar winner Kate Winslet. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Press red now to watch top-notch comedy drama starring Rosamund Pike, Marriage Woes with State of the Union on iPlayer. Here next, this classic film thriller has it all. Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis, starring Witness in just a mo.